everyone, welcome to another Power Talk with Archana. Today we are talking about the new age marketing tools and strategy. And for this, I have my guest Nitish Mathur. Nitish is a part of my professional network based in Bengaluru, India. He is the new age marketing guru who believes marketing is too important to be left to the marketing department. This marketing professional will talk to us about various marketing new trends, the B2B marketing strategies. Nitish is also the author of best-selling book on Amazon, Growth Hacking. He's the founder of his new endeavor, 3 Cans. This young boy has been featured on Forbes and BBN Times and became the talk of the town overnight. Let's find out his success story and how he can help all of us, the entrepreneurs and the solopreneurs, to notch up our game in marketing. Let's welcome Nitish on board. Hi Nitish, how are you doing?
I'm doing good, Archana. Thank you so much for having me.
It's a pleasure, Nitish. I hope you're doing well and keep doing well. And let's start our journey on marketing hacks. So here is your first question. Nitish, your Forbes acknowledged books, the ones that are doing really well on Amazon also, the Growth Hacking 1 and 2. What is this book all about and what are the 5 things in this book that can really help people from marketing perspective?
Awesome. So for Growth Hacking Book One, since I was doing a lot of food blogging, so you can get an idea how to organize uh, how to organize a bloggers meet, and how it creates a huge impact in terms of ROI and in terms of branding for your own restaurants. If you're a solopreneur, entrepreneur, and you have your own food business, that is one. How you can utilize Cloud Kitchen. Don't give away the 100% Cloud Kitchen rule, because you should have something, uh, you know, maybe let's say 80% of your um, kitchen is like, you're serving customers, they're coming up. But 20% should be like associated with Swiggy, and you should so tie up with these Swiggy and Zomato and all these integrators and aggregators, food aggregators and delivery. Third being, how do you target? How the decision makers. And usually, if I'm basically above 40 or 50, I won't be that excited to go to a restaurant or a pub or anywhere, any new place in the town. Who talks about it in the family? It is the youth. It is, somebody who is really young, maybe let's say 15 to 25 to 30, college going, maybe 35, right? You don't target beyond 40, and you don't target under 15 years of old. So you need to work on your targeting, right? And how you could leverage don't how you could leverage just be transparent. So transparency is one, through videos. So don't give out the secret sauce of your secret dish. I know every restaurant has their USP, but share few tips and tricks behind the scenes, behind the kitchen, kind of, because we have all seen in the restaurant the front side of it. Show them the back end of it. They would be really interested. Share recipes, because it's a food community. People who are food enthusiasts do come to your place, and they want to see, and they want to, and that way they feel connected to you. So show them through videos that you do. And fifth, you know the best part is, I mean, I understand you need to acquire more acquire more people getting to know about your restaurant. But hey, your best assets are the people who actually know you from the past. So utilize them, and gamify that. Pay out some frequently or quarterly or whatever, 6 monthly bonuses to them for free meals, etc., etc. Trust me, these would be like your brand evangelist. So that was on the book first, which I wrote. For second book, which I contributed a chapter, it's on account based marketing. So that covers my, that last book was kind of the hobby, and I translated, because I never knew that food blogging is going big. So that translated into food chapter. Okay, how solopreneurs, entrepreneurs could actually utilize social media or digital media to attain growth on the second part, I've written about account-based marketing. So it's a concept in marketing where you don't fish in the ocean where you don't know your target audience. And then so if you understand, if you know the concept of B2C, business to customers, it's always inverted triangle like this. So on top, you do ads, you acquire clients, and then filter out the leads, and then you target the group, and you automatically जो funnel के नीचे बचेगा, that would be your audience, right? That would be
Right.
your customers. But in account-based marketing, it's inverted funnel. It's basically the triangle. On top of it, you actually understand. So it's really good for high and big ticket, high paying clients and customers. If you are in services which cost you more than 2.5 lakh, your product is like 1 lakh, 2 lakhs, and you need to get high ticket clients. So account based marketing is the key. And so you actually filter out, you actually target first your client. Say I have to break this particular client called Mercedes, so I will identify their decision makers. So I will first target, then filter it out to decision makers, and then do a one-on-one campaign especially with that particular account. So that is account based marketing. So it's more on a B2B front. So this is the whole professional what I have learned from Deloitte to working with SaaS based startups, etc., to Collabora till now. So I put it that particular chapter.
Great. I think these are lovely pointers you have mentioned here, Nitish, for all those who are in the restaurant industry and how they can revive their restaurants, and come back to life using these pointers. I'm sure it's going to do wonders for them.
Yeah.
Great, Nitish. So you are also talking about 3x conversions. What is this new game-changing marketing stunt, 3x conversions that you're talking about? Help our audience about it.
Awesome. So, so 3x. So, like I said, this is it's tough times, current times. Pandemic. We are hit by a pandemic, and I don't know how long it will go on. So, in the current times, it becomes very important to focus on what you have, and your current customers, your current prospects is what you have right now. Instead of acquiring new clients, just focus on what you have and how you can cross sell and upsell. So majority marketing. So this is the most common pain point in the marketing history or industry, that we're not getting conversions. So conversions only happens if you get into your customer's shoes and understand what exactly his pain point is. His pain point is maybe revenue. His pain point is maybe branding. So getting on to those aspects, and then what you're getting like 1x, try to make it 3x. So it's like 3 times the conversion what you're getting. So that is what I do. Any business reach out to me saying my ROI is this, I am having problems with my lead generation process, and my branding is also very less. So what I will do is, strategically I will make a strategy for the branding, and also try to minimum give them 3 times of the leads that you use to us. There is no point of reaching out to 1,000 people, only 10 people gets converted. Instead, reach out to 100 people, out of which 20 people might get converted. So that is the approach, and that is how you get 3x conversions.
I think that's absolutely right. It's all about reaching the masses and making sure everybody hears you out, understands what your product is all about. So it's not about, those few that you're targeting. You're targeting a larger audience. Out of that large, big audience that you're targeting, if not 10, then at least 5 will come to you and they will stay with you. And that is what you need to work on. So you need to work on your conversions very smartly. So Nitish, you have really accomplished, you are a young boy. You have 2 books to your credit, being acknowledged by Forbes. You've worked for Deloitte and other good companies in that sector. You are a new entrepreneur now. You are running a company by the name 3 Cans. Now, what is this company all about, and how can it help people in the business or the new budding entrepreneurs and solopreneurs? What does your company do good for them?
I think I always wanted to be an entrepreneur. I'm a small town boy from Bhopal. It's been 8 years for me in Bangalore. I wanted to start then when I actually was graduating from 12th standard. So that did not happen because in my family nobody owns a business. But on my mom's side, there are people, relatives who owns business. So I was very fascinated by it. I always wanted to start my own, something by my own. But it just, business does not only works with an idea. You need an execution plan in place. You need right people. So
Right.
I think 3 years back, me with along with a couple of my friends who are also from Bhopal, and we have the same wavelength, fighting against all. And on a so last year was a kind of pivot for us, a boost. So you know how corporate jobs are and how stressful it can get. So all three of us, maybe sitting at a bar, we were just discussing few stuff about how is life going on, etc., etc. Um, and I was very frustrated because at that point of time the job which I was doing was very stressful. And I said, yeah, damn, my out of every 10 ideas that I give, uh, you know I think almost 10 ideas, or maybe majority of the ideas gets rejected. But I know the crazy ideas that I give would definitely work out, but they are not implementing it for their own brand. I was thinking on the same lines to benefit the brand and the job, for the company I was working for. And when I opened up, my friends also opened up. They were, and you won't believe, Arjuna, they were also on the same line. They also had the same piece of information, or they were also going through the same times, and somehow we synced and we decided that we will start something by our own. And
Yeah.
I think in November 2018 we got the company registered. And till then it's all, and I was also working simultaneously. So
Yeah.
I started my side hustle along with these two people. They also join in bits and pieces recently. One person joined in. So, and we started scaling up from the time COVID started. So our story is very different. I think if COVID wouldn't have been there, three cans wouldn't have been at the stage where we are right now, because in these 3 months the growth has been crazy.
So, agreed. So, I mean, of course, your journey has been beautiful. But what is it that three cans do for people? I mean, how does people benefit out of programs run by three cans? What are these
there,
programs
there
that
is
you run under three cans?
oranges are different from mangoes, right? And every customer has a
Yeah.
different need and problems and pain points. So what we do is we pitch ourselves as one stop solution for all the marketing problems that they have, related to leads, related to ROI, the conversions not happening, the pipeline, the sales is not happening, how marketing could pitch in, right? We see a huge gap there. People who does not understand marketing, because ultimately marketing's main role is to get leads to the salespeople. If that is not done, so that is what we do. And all the three founders, plus the design leads and content leads, we have more than 40 plus years of experience. However, the company is less than a year, but in my under personal experience, working professionals, we have more than 40 plus years of experience. So what we
Wow.
offer is very unique. So we provide purple cow solution. And we are huge. The group three cans, the squad we call it, uh, we are huge fan of Seth Godin, and he is the god of marketing for us. I mean, no Gary Vee, you will see a lot of people talking about Gary Vee. You will see a lot of people talking about Grant Cardone and etc. and
Yeah.
Time Lopez. And for us, honestly, it's Seth Godin, because the kind of concept he builds on, because he has an intent, not only intent, he has a positive intent towards the society and
Yeah.
make a difference.
Yeah.
And he's another person. I mean, it's a different story altogether, which can go on a different call again and again. So we wanted to create a unique solution for unique problems that we see. Yeah, so what that is what we do, and we add on great value. I mean, our client would say great value. I'm not too sure that whether we should portray that way, but we provide unique solutions to our unique clients' problem.
Great. I think that's quite an USP today, and I think that's very important for any business to thrive. You need to understand what is the requirement of your client and create a custom-made pack for them to push their marketing endeavors and give a brand presence. I think that's very important. And it's not only about that one idea, it's also about execution, it's also about the digital marketing, it's also about the content marketing, it's also about pushing your content at the right social handles. It's so much in totality. That is what creates a brand, that is what creates an awareness. Amazing. So tell me one thing, Nitish, you have also been talking about those winning B2B business strategies, which are different from the what people have been following age old practices. What are your different winning B2B business strategies that your three cans is talking about?
Okay, that's a very vast question, so I'll just break it step by step. Instead of fishing in the ocean, you fish in the pond, because is this, in this pond there are more fishes. So go for the pond which you know that there are more fishes, right? So that is what account-based marketing so I just specified that. So that is what account-based marketing is. First, you actually target. So suppose I want to crack a deal with, and suppose I have a CRM, or my client has a CRM or a digital marketing product, let's say, you know, CRM, etc., etc. Yeah, digital marketing product. So what I need to do is, if I have to convert Mercedes or any company you can take. I'm just giving an example that because that is what is on top of my mind. So if you want to convert them, you actually target them first. You don't hit out for mass Facebook ads or any putting budgets into advertising without even knowing what are your target audience. So first you need to need to know what is your main area where you can hunt for the fish and where you can do fishing. So suppose Mercedes is one. So what I will do is I'll collect the database of all the decision makers in the company uh, who take charge or who could influence if my product if my product has to sold to them, right? Okay, so make a list of decision makers and reach out to them and try to influence them and run a one-on-one personalized campaign. Ask your sales team to, ask your sales team to pitch on a humanly, on a personalized note, or make a personal relationship. Because first you need to sell yourself, then your product. So through sales, through multiple touch points, you can say, through sales representative, through marketing, through ebooks, or through blogs. You are just trying to get into their inbox and trying to make sure that he opens your mail, and somehow somewhere he should remember that, okay, three cans, I've seen this three cans, I've heard this name before. That is what we need. And then sales can do a proper pitch, and then
Yeah.
bang, you got your first client into the kitty strategically, not wasting any money. And I mean a lot of money, which is just the case with all the brands.
Yeah.
Strategically, if you use it, then it is cost efficient. And that is what one concept of account based marketing is, and also three cans talk about a lot. So we also do, so this is account based marketing, which is my genre. My partner's genre is e-commerce and content marketing. So e-commerce is, future is e-commerce. Not everybody would go to
Absolutely.
departmental store
Absolutely.
and the kind of pandemic we are in. So yeah, online stores and how to sell it on Amazon, and tying up with Amazon, how you can be the best sellers on Amazon, and also shooting your sales through your Shopify store or your whatever e-commerce store you have. And the last but not the least, one of our pillars is content and design, I would say both together,
Yeah.
because that is our left hand and right hand. And just give confidence to them, and I'm trying to recruit more and more content and design people who are creative, and give them the direction, and they can do wonders for you. So that is what three can stand for. We actually stand for our values, which is respect for everybody, etc., etc. That's That's the case.
Great. I think those are lovely pointers out there, Nitish. You've actually mentioned everything in this very short time. I think, yes, it is very important to know who your targets are. If you do not know who your target audience is, it's all over. I mean, the entire effort goes waste. I think that's absolutely right. And content, of course, is the king of your marketing campaign. If that doesn't happen the right way, everything falls flat. Very rightly said. Tell me one thing, Nitish. How has the journey been so far from Deloitte to writing books to being an entrepreneur yourself for three cans? How would you like to term this journey as? What is your message to the people out there who are struggling to take that first step from a very good job to being an entrepreneur today? I mean, what message does it send out to people? What would you like to say on that?
I think job is job is like simple, calm. By first you get your salary credited, and the time you switch your jobs, you get a salary hike. So pretty simple, straightforward, right? It's like, your vision is just straight. So when you enter into entrepreneurship, your vision goes 360-degree. You never know what is coming your way, and it goes with opportunity. It goes with falling back as well. So sometimes situation might be very tough. I think if you're comparing what is simpler, I think both are equivalent. Both have their pros and cons. But it takes a lot of efforts and a lot of because if you are an entrepreneur, you 100% is not enough. You need to give your 200% because that translates to your employees, that translates to the interns that you work with. Now then they will work with like 80% efficiency, right? If you give 200, if you are only at 100%, then they would be like 40-50%. So you are the captain of the
Yeah.
ship here. And in the job you just know what to do. It's like, okay, all chilling pilling, and it takes a lot of courage, a lot of situation, a lot of self-awareness, rather, what situation we are in and how to take it forward. You are the captain of the ship. So, and if you ask me, from Deloitte to SaaS-based product selling, product marketing, and then Collabra, where I used to do digital marketing on in international geographies and demographics. So I think in job it was pretty simple. I said, like, I started food blogging in Deloitte because I used to get time there, and that is how the growth hacking book first chapter, the publication house approached me, Growth Media.ai. And then from there, I think the majority of learning came from, because hey, I wanted to start my own startup, but where to start? What are the things to do? So to start your own startup, first you need to understand uh, what goes into the startup. So again, I joined SaaS based startups in HSR. It was an incubator where, like, there were four companies, uh, and then I did marketing. I did everything for them: sales, marketing, content, working with vendors, getting the content done, social media posting, making strategies, campaign, etc. That was a huge learning curve. And then again, I started my own agent's first startup. After I thought, okay, I'm ready, so I started with Minding Media. But the
Yeah.
crazy point was, somehow it did not work because I was working with my partners who were very young, like 19, 20. So
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
becomes difficult to channelize your thought and make them understand. Uh, you know patience patience is the key. And I think through this video, wherever it goes, trust me, if you're like 19, 20, 21, 22, even 23, trust me, if you want to get into business, you need to have patience. I mean, it's not switch off and switch off, just leave the job and
Yeah.
start your own business. That is not going to happen at all. You would fail. I'm
True.
giving you in writing. If you are lucky, I don't know, but like, in most of the times you would fail. So start your
Yeah.
side hustle. That is what I did. And with Minding Media, it was total switch on and switch off. I left my job and I started this, but and then it was crazy loan and credit card loan on me. So finally, I have to just pivot my way to self sustainability and survival. So that's why I joined Collabra, and then started thinking, how can I start again?
Yeah.
Because hey, it is one time or 10 times, I'm never not going to stop. So yeah, three cans is the one where I started. Then yeah, and you know the story then.
Great, lovely, amazing. It's all about, putting your thoughts in the right place and put it in action with the right people. So it's not only about that one thought, it's also about a lot of groundwork that you need to involve yourself into. You need to do lots and lots of research and then strategically plan your launch of any business. Be with the right people. It's all about funding. A lot of funds are required, not be besides the thought that goes into building your business. Of course, I think that's absolutely right, Nitish. What are your parting thoughts as we would like to, wind up this conversation? What is that one message you would like to give to everybody out there? Your power message from Nitish.
A power message: it's okay if you haven't found the purpose in your life, whether you want to be an entrepreneur or you want to do a job. Just stick on there, you'll find the purpose. Instead of you finding the purpose will find you. Just be a little
Wow.
patient. Just be a little patientful. You'll definitely find your purpose, rather purpose would find you. So that is it from my end, and just be patient for it.
Wow, I think that's quite a profound statement from this very young entrepreneur. He says the purpose is going to find you going after the purpose and exploring what your purpose is. Amazing. Thanks a lot, Nitish. Thanks a lot for coming on board and sharing your success story of three cans, from your journey from Deloitte to being the Forbes acknowledged author to being the entrepreneur of three cans. Kudos to you. All the best. Wish you lots of success.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Archana. It was a pleasure speaking to you.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. That was Nitish Mathur for you, the young entrepreneur from the squad of three cans. He's all about account based marketing. He talks about it's better to fish in a pond than to fish in an ocean. How right is that? Know your target audience, know what you are plunging into, work on your content, work on your digital marketing, work on who your target audience are, and take that right step because it's all about a lot of investment of your time, money, and emotions. So you should be prepared, do your research work, make a strategy, and then plunge into your new entrepreneurship world. I wish you all the best and stay tuned for more.